Disney VIP tour.
What you actually need for this luxurious Disney experience. Hi, I'm Matt. I said we were Once Upon a Wardrobe, didn't we? We are Once Upon a Wardrobe. We are a... We can do it. Okay, here we go. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Lauren.
And we are Once Upon a Wardrobe. We are an outfit planning service for magical vacations. And recently we had the incredible opportunity to go on a Disney VIP tour.
We're going to be breaking down the 3 things that you actually need based on our experience.
First, we need to tell you what actually is included in your VIP tour.
Disney Parks defines a VIP tour as a customized experience.
And it is that. So the tour basically is, in my opinion, a giant fast pass. This one particularly guided more towards getting you through attractions as quickly as possible. Would you agree?
No, I definitely agree.
Things that are not included within your ginormous purchase are your park ticket. You still have to pay for that.
That was a little surprised. Did not realize that.
Also, side note, we should say that we were only able to do this experience because of our wonderful friend, Michelle. Mm-hmm. Michelle visits Mickey and her travel agency, Making Memories Travel. So, side note to that.
Yeah, never would have happened without her.
Never. Your park ticket is not included, so you still have to purchase that. Also, if you plan on park hopping, which is what we did, you have to then purchase a park hopping option or park hopping ticket on top of that. So keep that in mind. Something else that is not included in your purchase is a meal.
Definitely not one that's paid for. If you want to take the time to stop and do a meal, you can. But there again, it's all about how you are utilizing your time because time is money.
Time is money. But once you purchase your VIP tour, you are then given the option of how many hours you want to spend, with a minimum of 7 hours to 10 hours. You can basically customize how many rides you want to do based off of how many hours you are purchasing.
With the 7 hours, like she said, you can park hop or you can stay in one park. It's totally up to you. But for that amount of money and that amount of time, I would definitely do at least 2 parks, personally.
Yes. What do you actually need to bring? We had no clue. Because we never thought that we would ever get to experience this. So we're going to kind of tell you the 3 items that we would pack if we were ever going to do this again, which is probably not likely. But for anyone who might be doing this experience, what items you are going to need for this day. Number 1, wear comfortable clothes. And I know that sounds so silly because you're like, duh, you're at a theme park. You want to be comfortable. Well, we didn't have our kids. So we thought we would use this opportunity to kind of dress up a little bit, which what we wore ended up being fine.
Yeah.
And we'll show you some pictures here, the outfits that we wore. I underestimated the amount of walking that you do on this tour. I think I was just thinking, oh, it will be more relaxed so we can dress a little bit more fun, which again, we were fine, but it's not really relaxed. Would you say it is?
No, but to reiterate, if you want it to be, it can be.
Yes.
But again, it's just how you choose to utilize your time. That is fully up to you. But again, when you are paying that amount of money, you probably want to be doing a little more actual attractions or whatever.
And your guide is wonderful. Like, we had the best guide. Tommy, shout out to Tommy. We love you.
Cannot say enough how much we fell in love with him, like, immediately.
And honestly, they are trained to get you through the parks as quickly as they can. And they will. You get to tell them what rides you are expecting to ride on your tour. And so they make a plan based off of that. We wanted to go to 3 different parks and ride rides through in those 3 parks. So Tommy did a great job of navigating and planning how to quickly get through those parks as fast as we could. Kind of piggybacking on wear comfortable clothes, meaning shoes, and also I would say pack a backpack. I brought my little purse thinking that was gonna be enough, and I wish I would have brought maybe a miniature.
Your rain jacket might have ended up in my purse.
Thankfully, Lauren always brings a bigger bag than me, and I'm typically just shoving my stuff in her bag. I would bring a miniature backpack or a full-size backpack if I were going to do this experience again, because you still need things like a rain jacket, a water bottle. Those things are not provided for you. You could get pixie dusted, and those could be extras that could happen with on your trip, but a meal is not provided for you. You are stopping to snack and grab things at kiosks if you're trying to get the most out of your day, which that's what we did. We did not stop for food. Well, we didn't stop for a full sit-down meal or even a quick service. Number 2, a couple other items that we wish we would have brought with us would be
Sunscreen and Dramamine. Both mostly applying to me. Because as far as the sunscreen, weirdly, I don't know. I guess maybe it is just because we were walking around so much to do so many different things. That was the only day I got sunburned, which I'm very fair skinned, so it doesn't usually take much, but that was the only day it happened.
I think we both were under the impression that we wouldn't be waiting outside within the lines, because again, it's like a giant fast pass, so you think, oh, I'm not going to be standing in queues and things like that. But yeah, the amount of walking you're doing to get through the parks kind of took a toll on your poor skin.
Ouch!
And for the Dramamine, I have learned that as I've gotten older or after having kids, I don't know what it is, but somehow like I get motion sickness so much more easily than I used to, and there are certain rides that I cannot and will not do ever again after having tried them once.
She's talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, sadly. I mean, there's others too, but in this specific case, it was Guardians, and it breaks my heart because I love Marvel and the Guardians movie so much. So going into it, there were some that I knew I would not be able to do. Cosmic Rewind was one of them, and so I sat out for that. But like even just doing the rides that I typically don't have a problem with, by the end of the day, like by the time we got to the Remy ride, Ratatouille.
Sure.
I forget what it's actually called. By the time we got to that one, I'm normally fine there somehow, and I was having to close my eyes the entire time and just waiting for it to be over because I felt like I was just gonna.
I got it.
Again, you don't think about it. You're riding those rides back to back to back. So when you're doing like Slinky Dog and Rock and Roller Coaster on a normal park day, those times are usually spread out unless you have like back-to-back fast passes. Still, you're just not thinking about it. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's in a much more concentrated amount of time, which is awesome that you get to do all of that. It's so close together, but it can take maybe a little bit more of a toll on your body if you're not used to that.
If you're old like us.
Yeah. There were like other people like in our group that also are normally totally fine on rides like Cosmic Rewind that were kind of struggling toward the end. So I think, maybe just preparing with some Dramamine might help as well.
And the third and final item that we would highly recommend bringing for your day is extra tip money. Your guides work so hard throughout the entire day to make sure that you are getting the most out of your money. Again, we cannot speak highly enough about our guide Tommy.
He made the whole experience. He truly did.
It was incredible. The knowledge he gave during the rides, I think that was my favorite part, was getting to talk to him about attractions, and he's pointing out little bits of history and hidden Mickeys and things that I've never seen before. And I've gone to Disney quite a few times, and he was still shining new light on
so many things that I hadn't known before.
Most Disney cast members are making minimum wage, and even in this amazing position of being a VIP tour guide. We specifically asked our tour guide at the beginning of our tour if he accepted Venmo, but we also had a plan to get cash at an ATM if he were to not do that. But just ask. They're willing to share with you, and any tip is greatly appreciated.
And very much deserved.
If you've ever been on a VIP tour and there's something that we have missed that you think that is much needed, please drop that in the comments. We would love to hear your feedback on this. Once again, we want to give a shout out to our friend Michelle. at Michelle Visits Mickey and her travel agency, Making Memories Travel, for helping us out with this incredible once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, we will never forget it and are very grateful.
We are going to do a part 2. We're going to talk about the pros and cons of our trip, but we just want to say thank you for watching. And if you want to stick around and hear all of our thoughts on that, go ahead and like and subscribe.
And until then, just remember, theme park fashion does not have